Welcome back to more Persona 2 Tunnel Punishment. So last time, we recruited Baofu. He's going to be our newest party member. And yeah, he also checked out what you could do in battle by having a small battle here, Mount Kadasumori. Yeah, Mount Kadasumori is a much earlier dungeon in this game. So yeah, and yeah, we need a little bit more before I think we head back into town and do some more prep. So let's actually make some progress through here. And then yeah, we'll make some progress and then yeah, we can go back and then hopefully then we'll be better prepared. So yeah, that's gonna be my plan. Anyway. So yeah, our strategy here actually works out not too badly because yeah, let me see the order for Power Inferno again. Scaru, Magna, and Lucky. So so that means Baofu needs to go. Basically, yeah, we can do it like this, and then it will still use the fusion spell because of the critical hit. So let's analyze these enemies, and yeah, see which one I should probably try to take out. Yeah, that's Eat the Hammer. You actually haven't seen this enemy up long. It's a stronger version of the slimes you fought earlier. So yeah, I think our strategy should be pretty obvious. Let's use Hammer on the Nightmare. And I think next turn I actually want to use Aqua on this off one. So let's see. Can we get lucky? Yeah, there we go. So we take out the Nightmare. Tower Inferno obviously is going to be a lot better against the Blob, so let's do that. And yeah, I just realized that, yeah, I probably should have actually Aqua'd the Zothon because the Tower Inferno isn't going to be so great next turn now, is it? So yeah. Actually, considering yeah, only does 46 stuff. So instead, yeah, I guess we'll use Hydro Boost then, the water version of that fusion spell. I will say these fusion spells are actually pretty good. Because yeah, the power on them, if you were to look it up, is actually pretty good. It's in like the hundreds, so yeah, for single target damage, it's actually one of your better options. I think it's because yeah, you do need 3 people, and yeah, this is with Maya's good deck stat too. There you go, 190. Thanks for saying the weakness too, so yeah. Of course, I don't want to use Maya like that because... actually, there we go. That works. So yeah, now we do have Mafui, which is very good because that's an all-new fusion spell. I forget the order though, so... and I don't actually have a fusion spell list opened up, so yeah. So I'm gonna have to do something about that. And I also need to get my map up so I'm not, you know, going the wrong way. So yeah. But yeah, my guess is that Mafui goes first. But anyway, listen, I know if we go up, so let's go this way. If I'm wrong, oh well. Anyway, we'll try out this battle. So that means, yeah, the rest should probably do their own thing in this battle, so... so Maya goes first. I'll have her use Hammer on another new enemy here. I mean, there's 2 new enemies. Harpy. It's a bird type enemy, and then you got the Phantom. That's another ghost type enemy. So yeah. So yeah. So what I'm gonna do is, yeah, I believe that we need to do it like this, so we can use the fusion spell. So yeah, let me just. I'm gonna make sure that yeah, I'm getting this correct, and then I guess what does Baofu want to do? I guess while we are thinking about that fusion spell, the Blob, yeah, he's pretty standard. Okay, a lot of things will lead to light, even if you know my luck with it hasn't been the best. So yeah. So anyway, looking at the fusion spell list, so yeah, Mafui goes first, and it's any shot attack or range attack actually. So yeah. So we're having the right rolls, that's good. So Baofu, what does he want to use? Yeah, we only have Garu in the lose zone. I think I'll try Garu on the Blob. And then yeah, what I want to do here is I want to use Mafui and single shot, because yeah, that is a ranged attack. So there you go, this will be our order. And yeah, this might not be such a bad fusion spell to go for, it's just that, I mean yeah, I'm not so sure actually, I guess we'll see what I want to do. So I'm going to go for Garda. And here it is. An all new fusion spell. There's actually quite a lot of these in this game, so yeah. Muzzle shot. So there we go. And yeah, it's actually weak to ranged, so that's why I did that. And we have poison, which is very annoying. So yeah, what I want to do here is I'm gonna go for Towering Inferno once again. Poison persists after battle and it damages you, so it's quite annoying. Maybe let's stock up antidotes, although I think we're about to get some antidotes, so yeah, it's not the end of the world. But yeah, you get poisoned pretty easily in this game, it feels like, so yeah, I'd definitely stock up on the antidotes. And Callisto's max strength. It actually learns Magnara and not Magda, I think, so I got that incorrect, unfortunately. So I apologize for that. Let's have a look at that then. And yeah, the time box is right there again. I think it's Anto. So let's see. Yeah, she does get Magnara, so yeah. Which is interesting because yeah, everyone else gets Ma area effects still basically, so yeah. So let's use one of those antidotes to pick up. Again, maybe I should buy more of them. So now we can just progress to the next area. Now we're in area 3, which is quite a bit bigger, although there is only one item at the start here. And then another one later. Get an Aqua card. That is one reason why I want to wait as well, because we can get cards for fusions, so yeah. So let's be a bit smarter here. This time I'm going to go for, once again, Towering Inferno. And I'm going to go for good old Aqua this time. And I guess we can leave the blob. I mean, actually I'll take up the blob. I mean, that's what I want to do. Because that should be a one-shot. And then, yeah, now I can do this. Again, let's play smart here. So yeah, while we're just exploring, walking around here, why don't I talk about some things I promised I'd talk about? So yeah, let's talk about Maya as a sign protagonist first. So yeah, again, it's something I think people are very mixed on. And yeah, that's annoying. Panic. So, although it's not the worst thing in the world. It's just that, yeah, I think, yeah, you need to use Kamitachi here. Panic means that, yeah, you can't, you're unreliable, basically. You may sometimes, you know, do something unpredictable, so yeah. And you can't really fusion spell when you're panic either, so yeah. So let's go for that Kamitachi here. We're going to be seeing all of that version of the fusion spells, that's cool. And we get, everyone gets a rank up, right? So there you go. It doesn't persist after battle though. So again, that's why Maya as a sign protagonist. Again, something I'm very mixed. I think the reason why is, again, the people think that, yeah, she shouldn't be, is that, of course, in the other game, she was, in the other game, yeah, she was, you know, talking and stuff. And that's one of the things that made her so endearing, you know? I mean, this is a bit annoying, but that's okay. So yeah, I can go for Aqua on you, and then, yeah, we'll see what happens. I think we use Tower Inferno basically. So there you go. And yeah, like I said, let's we could let them go before us, I guess, but I don't know. I guess I'll keep Aqua there, because I actually don't think it'll kill the blob, but I mean, we'll see. I think I shouldn't risk that though, so yeah. Second, I can stop the aura battle after this, so yeah. After I use this, so yeah, then I can, you know, use Power Inferno again, but anyway. So again, like I said, yeah, she taught in the last game, so yeah, and it feels kind of weird that she wouldn't here. But yeah, again, the argument against that is that, yeah, S&T likes to do some protects. And I guess, yeah, they were a little bit, I guess they're a bit more intimidated on the fact that, yeah, you had the main character that was their own character, I guess. So yeah, I can, because again, I mean, I wouldn't say this is early in S&T's career, because they, because yeah, we had a lot of Shin Megami Tensei games that followed this, and of course we have Persona 1 as well, so yeah, I wasn't sure about that, to be honest. But yeah, I feel like I'm on the fence, because it does make the game feel a bit more unique. When you have, I feel like it makes it more unique when compared to the other game. I think I want to use Hammer here because again, it can work, and I think the zombie soldier is decently tough. So yeah, I'm not gonna take any chances. Now I have Omni Dimension if I want to use that. But again, it's actually non-elemental, so it only ever has 20% chance to win. So yeah. If it does connect, yeah, it can theoretically one-shot any enemy type that isn't a boss, so yeah. Anyway, yeah. One again, it does make the game stand out when compared to the other game. And I think too, it kind of fits with how the last game ended too, to be honest. Like, it feels like, yeah, a reset has happened, shall we say. I mean, yeah, I did say that at the start. I assume you played Innocent Sin, so yeah, like, you know what happened at the end of Innocent Sin, if you've done that, so yeah. And we got Onusas. So then again, it kind of makes sense that, yeah, things would be, you know, reset like that, I guess you could say. I kind of want to be a bit coy about it as well. There is one reason why. It's something very interesting about this game. And yeah, I want my to go first here, which you can do. And yeah, what was the order again? Apparently it's that, so that works. So yeah, I just want to make sure I'm targeting the right person. I mean, I'll go for... yeah, I'll actually kill the Zarfon again. Alright. So there is one thing about it, it's the fact that, yeah, you could play the games in the opposite order, or not play Innocent Sin at all, is another thing, I guess. Who do I want to go for? I think I'll go for the Knight now. And yeah, the Blood does go first, so yeah, this is the right choice. This is the right choice. So there we go. Bad, and yeah, that damage is pretty solid. And then yeah, I'm gonna have to let the blob go first, but it's okay if I want to end this fusion spell. So there you go. But anyway, so I've had to try and talk about this. Again, one interesting perspective is the fact that yeah, if you were to play Eternal Function first, or you don't play Innocent Sin, then yeah, you're viewing the game from Maya's perspective, basically. If you were to come from Innocent Sin, yeah, you're viewing the game from another person's perspective, shall we say, so yeah. So that's one reason why, yeah, I kind of want to be a little bit coy about that, so yeah. Anyway, let's keep popping up the Dex and Agility. So there we go. And we did get 2 ranks again, so with this, yes, it's now rank 6, that's very good. And it's Needle Rush, which is actually decently strong, and Invitation Sleep. And yeah, it does actually, you know, fuse the spell with Poisoner, I think. So yeah, that's obviously an option. So we're in area 3 now, so all you need to do is go up. Now we're in area 4. I actually looked at the maps a little bit incorrectly, but that's okay. So now we just keep going up again. So there's that. But again, yeah, we'll see how it plays out later too, if I, you know, keep agreeing to that. So yeah, once again, let's turn order, and once again, double check. Yeah, Garen needs to go first, so Baofu needs to go first, like so. And like I said, I feel more confident in Harmer working against the zombie soldier, so let's do that. And yeah, it should work. Hopefully he does actually die to this. That's good. There you go. Harmer's actually, you know, doing what it needs to do, so that's great to see. Alrighty, so I'm about to, try and talk about things here. I also want to kind of touch on, this game having adults as its main characters. This again, it's something kind of interesting, I guess you could say. There you go, a couple level ups. I am wondering if, not raising vitality is a bad idea on Maya too, because her HP is not looking the best, so maybe I should give her all the vitality. But anyway, I think it's about time that we start contacting, because there's a Puck. Puck is lovers, I need lovers cards, so why not? So we need to talk about how this works. So the slime in the first dungeon, he basically just told us stuff that if you played Innocent Sin, you probably already know. But there is one big difference with conversations in this game. It's the fact that you may notice that Maya, or any character in this game I should say, they only have one option that they can talk about. So how this works is that, yeah, you need to basically combine talking with other characters to, yeah, talk to the demons properly. So yeah, we need to make them joyful because I want the pact. So we need Persuade Special, it says. And Persuade Special is Katya, Maya, and Lulara. So let's do that in that order. That's another thing about it too. You need to be in the correct order. So here's our first conversation. Actually, persuade the demon. Reform protocol always. You still have time. You still have a chance to start over. Don't act so stubbornly. Be more reasonable. So there you go. And you do it again. Reform. Yeah, you're saying that again. I think this is why you want Cursor Memory too, by the way. There you go. There's no point in fighting like this. So there you go. Let's take a pact. Because we are high enough level. He's level 6. And we just leveled up, so yeah, level 7. Let's go on options. Because one thing that makes conversations a lot better in this game, in my opinion, is if you do have Cursor Memory on. So let's do that. Because yeah, then what would happen is that, yeah, I would keep using, I could just spam using that conversation if it works. So yeah, anyway, this water in this area. We need to go basically as north as possible. Because yeah, there's a river there, and then we can go left. And yeah, now we have more of these guys, and another nice touch in this game is if you have a pact, it'll actually show you during the battle with the symbol of the bombs. That's nice. So yeah, what do you need? It's Wiretap Special, which is Baofu and Maya, if I remember correctly. So let me double check that. Yeah, Baofu and Maya, so let's do that. And get in that order. Just listen, if you don't cooperate, I'll start scaring these. What do you think of this tape? Good quality, huh? Plus, you even got a magazine head on the side. So there you go. And it makes Amiga. Alright, what's inside the box? I actually can't remember what's most effective here. I'm gonna say it's full machines. There you go, what? Hey, aliens human. This is kind of weird considering the game I'm watching my bro play, but anyway. Let's say there's no such thing as aliens. Yeah, you didn't like that. So my god. I'm gonna say this. Yeah, you like that. So there you go. He gives us 10 Lovers cards and 7 free tarot cards. So yeah, now I can go make that persona if I want. But I'm gonna wait on that, I think. It's actually because, yeah, our money is actually looking good. It's down here some treasure, I believe. Let's look at the map again. And we got some more zombies. Zombie soldiers. This could be a bit of a rough battle, especially they used that kamikaze attack, I think it was. So yeah. Once again, I'm gonna use hammer. And yeah, I just do this, and then yeah. Then we'll be pretty good, I think. Yeah. I mean, I should check which one's actually going first. Okay, that one goes down. You guys do this one, yeah, it's gonna get an attack off before us, which is a bit annoying. And yeah, repeated, they have gun attacks. And yeah, they do hurt. So you want to be careful. One other good thing about Maya is, yeah, the healing spells. I do use healing spells a lot in this game, it feels like, so yeah. Anyway, that was the right dude we need to kill, so good. So yeah. Let's just do this. Alright, so back to talking about things. I want to go back to talking about conversation again. I wasn't sure if it's better or worse than Into the Sin. Because, again, you need to remember what the orders are, and that could be a bit difficult. Especially because, yeah, my guide, this one at least, it doesn't tell you the order. You need to just figure that out on your own. So there should be an item here. A strength card. You can add that and it boosts the strength of the persona. I should definitely think about using those because they're actually pretty easy to get later. So yeah. And back at the river, so we're just gonna go up. And I got a message. I don't like the Thanatos tower. Anyway. Alright, let's get more lovers cards, why not? Let's try, figuring out how to talk to them more effectively, so yeah. It said last time full of machine select, so yeah. I do like the I do like the wire tapping. It's pretty fun. So yeah, let's say it's full machines. Yeah, it worked this time. It doesn't always work. Actually, the customer didn't do that. So yeah. I wonder what I did before, so yeah. I'll look at my options again then. I didn't mean to skip that, oh well. So yeah, that's small card stuff, because yeah, from what I remember, let's go check my settings again. Maybe it's in battle settings actually. Let me double check that. Yes, yeah, I don't know how I actually, did that in my first playthrough. I know you can just spam it. I don't know why you can't, so yeah. Again, not so sure. Yeah, let's just keep going. So yeah, area 6 now. Let's look at my map again. You want to go right and we get some treasure. So yeah, got a lot of trees though. So again, I'm trying to think what I feel about the conversation of this game. Again, it's kind of better, kind of worse is the thing. So yeah, so let's set my order again. Not like that. There you go, perfect. I'll keep using good old Carrying Inferno. I mean, another thing I could do here is go for the one that's going before everyone else here. Let's take out this block. I think the phantoms are more dangerous. They can possess you, which is pretty annoying. So yeah. Like again, you need to remember the orders, and yeah, again, this guy doesn't tell you that. You just have to. You need to remember what each order leads to, which is a little bit annoying. That's why I have it written down on my phone. So yeah. Go good. He doesn't possess us. That's good. He just attacked us, but yeah, I could use some healing. You may want to go in with some stat boost, I will say as well. Those could definitely help as well. So anyway, armor, and yeah, lucky to go last, courage to go first, so there we go. And yeah, I guess it doesn't matter who we go for with this armor, but yeah, just in case, I'll go for the Phantom. I think the Phantom's also weak to fire, but anyway. Let's go ahead and do that. I think at this point, I really want to see if we can get Baofu's Persona to max strength with this, yes. Maybe even get Healing Melody as well. That'd be a pretty cool skill to get, so yeah. It's actually considering something that happens later, so yeah. And yeah, we can just use Midday and patch up our health. And we got a Poison Card too. You can also get Poison Card to other blobs just like an Innocent Sin. A lot of the items are actually similar, so if you remember what they gave in the first game, then yeah, you'll have a good idea what they give in this game, so yeah. Okay, where am I going? Down, right. So again, I'm not so sure. I guess we'll see when we play the game more. I think one thing though is, conversations feel a lot faster in this game, and also, I feel like they're easier too. So I feel like an Intel Puncher, it is better, but yeah. Again, that's just how I feel, I guess. I'm also sure how, accurate it is to everyone else's experience. But anyway, let's go talking about the adults again. So yeah, again, it's one thing that I like. I think one thing about it is that, yeah, again, it does make Eternal Punishment stand out on its own. And of course, I think another reason why people quite like it is that it kind of matches themselves. Like if you play like any other Persona game in your teens, then yeah, you'd relate to the characters a lot. And we get to see her, that's pretty good. Again, all we need to do now is get Baofu up there. So yeah, Obsidian. I believe that's needed for something later, so yeah, we're not gonna worry about that now. And now I just keep going to area 7. And I'm going the wrong way. More pucks. I think I'll keep talking them. They also reflect wind. That's something else you need to be careful too if you're using Baofu against them, so yeah. Again, I'll show this again. I'm not gonna always do this though. So let's see, it's all machines. There you go, you like that. And yeah, I'm gonna go again. I don't know, again. I remember that in my other file, yeah, I can just talk to the demons like that. Again, I feel like it is customary that does it, but yeah, maybe I'm wrong. But anyway. So yeah, all I need to like reset the game or something like that, so maybe it'll fix itself later, but maybe just go up now. And we got 2 new enemies. So that one on the right is a bit interesting. That is a ogre. Not high enough level to talk to him, but I think he's one of the best sources of full cards in the game. Yeah, I might actually chase up the full cards in this game because I learned how to in my practice. So yeah, it's an Abuser, it's Magician, which is actually pretty good. So, and we are high enough level for Abuser, so why not? I don't need any items up from Abuser, so yeah. And yeah, she actually wants the same things as actually yeah, that's not the right order. Katsuya Myla. Okay, it was the right order, so let's do that. We persuade such on white, that's special again. There we go. Like so. And there you go, let's take a pact with you, you can have 3 pack summons. So yeah, and yeah, I don't really need the puck pact anymore, which is a good thing because your next dungeon there'll be another demon I want to talk to, or something. So yeah. Anyway, we're in area 7 now, so let me look at my map. Alright, so with area 7, there's an interesting little thing you can do, so yeah. Like going right. So yeah, here, again, yeah, I can keep doing what we've been doing, so yeah, that's been working out quite nicely, so yeah. And yeah, I'll make sure my Hama attacks the one that's going before Katsuya, which is this one, so there you go. Alright, so back to the adult thing, so yeah, again, if you played like, let's say Persona 3 when you were a teenager, and you missed unfortunately. Yeah, let's say you did that. Then yeah, you relate to the characters a lot. So then if you were to play this later, when you were like, you know, a young adult, then you relate to the characters again. So I feel like that's one reason why. And then of course, as the time goes on, you relate to the other Persona characters a bit less. So yeah. Yeah, I believe I want to use Hydro Boost. Let me have a look again. Yeah, Hydro Boost, let's go for that, because yeah, again, all that really matters at this point is if Baofu gets mutations. So yeah. As everyone else has, you know, already got the mutation skill. I think the only thing is that Helios needs to get the max strength up. And there we go. Very good damage, thanks to again my really good magic stuff. And yeah, we get stats. So now we're even stronger with her. And we got level 9 on Baofu, so that's good. I think that does mean we can actually talk to the all the enemies in this area. So you want to go up here, but this time I actually want to go down here to get this. More medicine, which you can use for healing. Alright, so yeah, why not? We'll talk to Pusa, and again, she wants Baofu and Maya, so let's do that. Let's skip over this anyway. Using that bad way, right? I sold for a good price. And she probably liked that, so yeah. So let's do it again. And one more time. There you go. And we get Magician cards, because like Magician cards might actually be pretty nice, so yeah. So this area is a bit annoying. You need to like, you can't really see where you're going is the thing, so yeah. So I'm trying to think. Do I go up? Yes. So here we have a random encounter. But we have something we need to deal with though. Anyway, why not? I'll talk to Puck again, because again, I kinda like those free cards, so yeah. Let's talk Baofu and Maya again. So yeah, let's see. Yeah, he didn't like it this time, so it doesn't always work. I wasn't sure what option would always work, so yeah. So let's see. So this one, let's say a coin. Did I say a coin room before? I'm gonna try it anyway. Yeah, he got scared, alright. So let's go for this one more time. So yeah, we're getting a lot of the lovers cards there, so we'll definitely be pretty good on those, which is nice. Alright, so here we got an offering box. What you want to do is you want to give it 10,000 yen. Which is going to take a while, so I guess while that's going to happen, this is probably a good time to talk about the adult thing. So yeah, not the, you know, not, you know, the other card adult thing, so yeah. Again, like I said, I feel like it's because of relatability when you start growing up and stuff. Like, yeah, I did say before, but I kind of relate to this cast a lot. Especially certain characters, so yeah. And yeah, good thing about this is even if you don't remember what you had to start with, I think once you get to 10,000, it'll stop you, so yeah. So again, it's like, again, that's one aspect of it. I mean, yeah, that's what I was actually trying to try. Again, like I said, I do relate to these characters. Again, are they my favorites? It's hard to say. Yes, again, it's like every game in the Persona series has really good characters, you know, so yeah. No matter how old they are is the thing. So again, it's like, yeah, I don't really care what the age of the characters, as long as they're good. And then the relatability part, again, even like other Persona characters I can still relate to quite a bit, so yeah. Yeah, I can definitely feel what they feel. And again, you can definitely do that through good writing, good voice acting as well, so yeah. So that's something else to consider about that as well, so yeah. So again, it's like, yeah, when someone says that, oh, Persona 6 should have adults as main characters, I'm like, I don't know if I want that or not. Although the thing is, though, is that, you know, the adult characters in the Search Links, though, can be really good. Like, yeah, Persona 5 comes to mind. Like, yeah, Hierophant was really good. I also really like Hangman in that game as well. Trying to deal with, you know, I mean, both of them are thinking about their families and stuff, which is kind of just a thing about that, so yeah. So again, I still want to see, you know, more very good adults, social links. Yes, again, it's something that, yeah, all of the Persona games did really well, to be honest, so yeah. Well, yeah, Persona 3 is more focused on the students, it felt like, except for Hierophant in that game, so yeah. At least that's what it feels like. So yeah. And of course, Persona 4 is kind of like that, but then of course you had Hierophant again, so yeah. And Persona 5 you had a lot more adults, so yeah. So again, like I said, I wouldn't mind seeing, you know, more adult social links, again, it's very interesting. Especially when you compare and contrast it to your classmates of the Sourcings too, so yeah, I think that's my two-piece about it. Again, like I said, yeah, what's more important is, yeah, that if the character's well written and you give them a very good social link as well. And they also have, you know, a good amounts in the main story. I feel like, yeah, when people like to criticize Persona 5, it's like, oh, this character doesn't do anything in the main plot of their arc. Well, this character basically did nothing in their main arc. In one case, they got usurped by another character, so yeah. So yeah, again. And then yeah, some characters don't have the best social links either, so yeah. But yeah, it's not the fact that, yeah, they're not adults, you know, it's other problems, you know, so yeah. That's just kind of how it feels like, so yeah. I mean, you might be wondering why I'm doing this. Let's just say this is going to pay off much later in the game. And I don't think you can actually go back here after you complete the dungeon that's coming up. So yeah. That's just something to think about. You might as well knock it out now. does say that, yeah, we might not have enough money to buy armor is the thing, so yeah. Hopefully, you know, battling the enemies on the way back will allow us to do that, so yeah. And again, like I said, this pays off later for something kind of cool. It's not like necessary or anything like that, but I kind of like it, so... See again. Like I back to what we were talking about before, yeah, again. Again, I like the fact that this game is adults. Again, it's what makes the teleportation stand out. Yeah, even Maya not seeking to, that's also another thing that makes it stand out. So yeah, again, I don't mind those things, but again, when you have it in other games, I guess, it becomes less special, you know, so yeah, I think that's another thing too, to think about as well, so yeah. Yeah, it's an interesting topic. Maybe we'll talk more about it later when we see more and more moments from these characters too. Now at least something to think about as well, so yeah. But yeah, we're almost done now because if I remember correctly, it was in the 8,000s. I think it was 8,400, so yeah, we'll be almost done with this. I think next time I'm gonna do this though, I'm never gonna be cutting it, so yeah. And hopefully I remember to cut it too, so yeah. And there we go. Offering book scenes full. The shrine is for the founder of the Goketsu School of Martial Arts, Master Fuyo. Master Fuyo's original name was Junosuke Kuruda, and he served under Tatsuno Shinsuo. Have I heard that name before? Let's just say. So yeah. If you already played this game, then yeah, you'll already have a good idea what that's about, so yeah. Anyway, here. I'm wondering if we go for that, you know, maybe we will actually, so yeah. So I'm gonna have Maya use hammer again, I'm gonna have Ulala go for the nice, okay, have her go for the nice, muzzle shot again, so yeah, we want Mafui, we want single shot, yes, again, that damage is good. And then yeah, I can go for hammer on you, and I guess I can go for Garu on you, I think. I mean, we could also try Needle Rush. See how that good does. So let's go for this, because why not? Again, another interesting about this game too is the fact that yeah, we're a party of 4, not a party of 5, which is the most. So yeah, let's go for that. It didn't do that much. Again, non-fuse attacks, unless you are rocking some really serious power, generally speaking, yeah, you want to go for fusion spells if you want to do the most damage, so yeah. There we go. And I should mention that, yeah, Muzzle Shot also has a chance to, it has a chance to, what I'm trying to say, it has a chance to silence, that's what I'm trying to say. As you probably expect, so yeah. Let's go for the Tearing, well not Tearing, but Hydro Boost. Yes, again, like I said before, yeah, all we really need is Baofu at this point, so that's good. So go for that. I really want to get Magaru, I will say, because that'll make things a bit more convenient, so yeah. Because the one change with the AoE fusion spells is the fact that, they need they need, like, you know, Malakwa, Meraki, and all that. Which is something I forgot about when I actually played Insistence, so yeah. So technically we could head back. Let me look at the map again. Let's see. Yeah, we could actually go back now, because if we go up, that's where we need to go. So yeah, let's backtrack. Backtrack our way back. But anyway, before we do that though, we have some new enemies. We have a Gafian, who's also good to talk to, and a Pep. So, and a Pep is pretty annoying. But we can Terra Inferno him, which is good. So, yeah. I think here, yeah, I'm gonna go for the contact. So, because yeah, Gafian gives us ugly cards, and those could be quite nice. So yeah, Fortune Telling and a Vice Special. Fortune Telling gets just do well there, so let's do that. I do like the laws a lot. The face says a lot about a person, unless your features tell me Your propensity for violence costs you many friends. Learn to get along with others. So there you go. Let's do it again. You guys see the sound effect. What you say is harmless. Should I read yours? It's a time where you can get nowhere. Stay in your current path. So, right, it's weird to point this guy. Your stature and look makes it possible for you to see. So there you go. Let's make a pact with him. There's another I'm gonna make a pact with. It's actually in the next dungeon, so we'll worry about them later. And again, I'll get the Argy cards because why not? Because like they're nearby Argy cards at the shop. So yeah, makes a lot of sense to do that in my mind. So let's just head back now, and yeah, hopefully by battling, we'll get enough money to buy armor, and then we'll end this part by doing good old fusion. So yeah. I do wonder how much Aqua do, but at the same time I'm a bit worried that it's gonna knock kills. So yeah, I'm gonna go for Hammer. Yeah, Hammer still has a pretty good chance of killing this guy, so yeah. And there we go, good. Anyway, who knows, maybe he'll get that mutation on Baofu, or he'll get to max strength, which is Magaru, which will be very useful. So yeah. Anyway, I was talking about one interesting about this game is the fact that, yeah, again, you only have a party of 4 at this point in the game. In the other game, you have... Actually, yeah, Katsu set a special liner. And good. He's max strength, so yeah. Doesn't really matter who we fuse spell with now, so that's good. And once again, I'm gonna really boost up Maya. Again, the lack of vitality is scaring me a little bit. But I think we can make up with it with armor, is my idea. And vitality instances, by the way. Yeah. So now Baofu should have Magaru, but of course, let's keep using him with fusion spells, especially ones with Katsu as well, because then, yeah, Katsu can get the max strength, and Baofu can learn Healing Melody, so yeah, that's the idea. Yeah, let's talk to Impulsor again, because again, I could use Magician cards, so yeah, Baofu and Maya. Again. So again, the party of 4. Again, it's interesting because yeah, I feel like you need to be smarter with your fusion spells. I feel like because yeah, I feel like it encourages you to mix and match a little bit more with them. So yeah. How do you know who's your soulmate? You just feel it. Got scared again. All right. So you probably need to try something with that. You can skip through if you want to get a move on, so there you go. Anyway, in area 4, that's not where I want to be, because that's what the item was. So I'm going to buy 4 again. I feel like it does encourage the use of, more mixed setups like this, not just using fusion spells, so yeah. What do I want to do here? I think again I'm going to talk. Again, it's all free cards, so why not? I could use the EXC. I think like it's just a bit difficult to get, I mean, maybe it wouldn't be. I think I can kill 2 in 1 turn, so yeah. There you go, you like that for once, good. Did you do something bad? Made a demon pack. Yeah, you didn't like that. Why in those like thick chords? There you go. And then we can just do this one more time. There you go. More free cards for us. I guess we could have a look and see how it's doing. And we have 800 of them now. Very nice. Yeah, again, technically you could just, use those to fuse the stones, but yeah, I feel like we can wait. So that's fine. So now, yeah, we just have to get out of it, obviously. But again, like I said, maybe we could get those mutations. Or mutation. All Katsu needs is, yeah, just to rank up. So yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah, this could still work. Again, it's interesting to think about how you could, get through these battles again. I mean, that's another thing I kind of like about this game, so yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna see how well another Needle Rush does on the blob, And then yeah, let's use another muzzle shot because yeah, that does pretty good against the Harpy, as you probably expect. I think just single shot would do very well too, but yeah, I don't think I have much else I could do, so yeah. Let's have a main Magnara. That could do some decent damage too, against the blob, so yeah. Let's try another Needle Rush. I think this is stronger than just going for Garu. Well, yeah, it's a bit hard to tell. Let's go for the muzzle shot. You take a bit of damage. Luckily though, for my magical attacks won't hurt too much because the dex is very high, so yeah, that's another interesting thing to think about. In general though, yeah, magical attacks are going to mess her up a bit, so yeah. So let's go for Tearing Thunder again. And if Ulala gets the mutation, it's alright. But yeah, we don't really need her persona, but we'll keep it around obviously just in case. I think one thing about it is that yeah, she doesn't get Magnara. Well, that's what she does get. She doesn't get Magnus. I can't really use the spell with that, so yeah. And yeah, we get Unknown Ability. But again, like I said when I was talking about these personas, yeah, I never seen an Unknown Ability activate, so maybe this playthrough will change things. Although, I feel like what's going to happen is it's going to activate off screen when I'm not recording, while I'm grinding, so yeah. That's just how it goes, I guess. And there's a Rad Tusk in the pack. And again, I think I want to go for Muzzle Shot again, so yeah, I don't really want Contact. Although I guess, actually yeah, I will, because I can do this. And then yeah, we can do this. And yeah, like I said, I could. I mean, Garu is actually not bad here. I guess I can use it against the Rad Tusker because it's sweet to that, so yeah, there you go. And yeah, like I said, let's use a good old Muzzle Shot. This will actually be how we end up out too, so that's kind of interesting. If everything works out. Which yeah, it very well couldn't, but anyway. Just because yeah, I went for the wrong enemy, so yeah. At least I went for the right enemy first, so there you go. And yeah, now... Oh yeah, that doesn't work. Hey, maybe... I mean, this allows me to end the battle with, Okay, no, it is vulnerable. So there you go, it just resists. I was gonna say, yeah, that would allow me to end the battle with, Baofu and Katsuya getting fused, but that's okay. Let's keep getting out of her. Yeah, this will be a decent one part, but that's okay. I don't know, I kinda just still feel like talking. Yes, I don't know. Again, it's... Now that I'm getting the hang of things, I find my groove. Hey, let's do this battle properly this time. I find my groove again, which is definitely a good thing, so yeah. This time let's actually target the right thing. And then change the order. I do like changing the order like this, I will say. And yeah, we know that Garu actually kills the Rad Tusker because it's Earth-based, so yeah. There you go. I like actually buying like this. Remembering what the fuse spell is, and then just, you know, moving everyone around. I feel like that's not a bad way of doing things either. So there you go. And now Muzzle Shot. Let's go for that again. And yeah, this will be how we end this battle. So there we go. Good stuff. We got a tranquilizer there. Alright, let's keep going. Again, like I said, yeah, again, I'm finding my groove, which is definitely a good thing because, yeah, I need to go up here. I'm finding my groove, which is, again, good thing. Means that, yeah, things should go a bit more smooth when it comes to recording, hopefully, so, yeah. Yeah, we have the puck again. Again, yeah, like I said, I probably don't need more free cards, and maybe level cards aren't too useful, but hey. Again, I'll take it. So let's see here. Yeah, actually same thing. So yeah, you just do this again. Again, I'm gonna put that ear, because the memory helps with that. Again, I think I might need to reset to make it work, I guess we'll see. And there we go. More stuff on me. Yes, again, it was like that when I was playing, so I wonder why that was the case, but anyway. I'll probably compare my options between the two, so yeah. Anyway, the demons are talking to us now. Because that can happen too. The blob wants to talk. Alright. What's the difference about boys and girls? Appearances? Yeah, you like that. Good. Is the weather going to Is the world going to disappear? Don't be silly. Yeah, didn't like that. So for Blob, he wants advice and costing a fortune. Costing a fortune makes him eager, and that's Ulala and Baofu, correctly. So let's do that. Because Baofu has some really funny dollar. That's one reason why. Hey, good nature versus since you're kind of everyone, you are misunderstood, be careful. Fortune readers are bogus. They don't really tell you a fortune, they just cost a fortune. Yeah, that's why it's called that. And yeah, just need to do it one more time. The character speaks of your strong sense of justice and passion for fairness. Law enforcement is suited for you. How can you tell the future of someone else you can't tell when you can't tell yours? So there you go. You get power cards from it. Yeah, all the love enemies are tower in this game, which is kind of interesting, but anyway. So yeah, we are making our way out now, so all you need to do is go through here. Glad I did get to show that conversation at least. Myers took a little bit of a beating, so yeah, we can obviously do something about that. Thanks to Persona. That's definitely one reason to keep Maya around, the cheap healing. Now, yeah, I should also mention another thing too about this area is the fact that, some of the higher level enemies that we were encountering, they only appear in the late areas. So if you want to grind for them, you either want the next dungeon because that can help you, and then you need to make sure I target the right person this time. There you go. We'll go for Katsu again. Katsu is a journey is very good. Yeah, if you want to get their spell cards and stuff, you want to wait. That's mainly for, the Impuser, Ogre, Agathian, and a Pep. So there you go, that didn't do that much. Because, you were in the last dungeon. So there we go. And technically, we might be able to view some other personas. I guess we could have a look at our options, basically. So, And we're basically out now, so there we go. That was some very good progress there. So let's go back to Alba, and let's see a thing about fusion now. There is one persona at least on the Diffuser. And another thing I like about the Velvet, it plays different music when you enter. Sometimes. So So not Hanapu Tengu. Because we are level 14, I believe. It's with the highest level player. This above is actually kind of helping us out here. So let's just double check that. Yep. So level 14 personas are what we can make. So that means we can make Eric Gatlin, who has he does actually have a Magna. So he could be something. There's also this thing, Swansang. He mainly just gets healing and support skills and Holy Light. And then here's who we actually want. Pixie, once again. If you rather is a sim playthrough, you might be able to guess why. But she's kind of funny in this game. She gets Mickey though, and I don't know why. Kind of funny though. So let's use her. This isn't really an upgrade for Lala if you want to give this to you, but hey. There's definitely some good things about getting Pixie, I will say. Again, that one reason from the ends of sim playthrough still works, so yeah. Wow, you're a Pixie too? Nice to meet you. Another good thing too is, once we get Garu, we get actually AoE attacks now, which is very nice. Attacks that hit all enemies as well. So let's see, we're actually close to Minotaur. The Minotaur's a pretty solid physical attacker. Could be nice for Baofu. It's just that, he's weak to physical magic. There's also Lonma. He's actually not bad for the next dungeon, and Katsu could make good use of him, so I'll think about him. There's also Nekomata, who's a lot worse in this game, because even though she is Sanma, Aquas is actually not bad, to be honest. So she could be considered. Lure Breaker was nerfed in this game. It actually targets everyone, so you need to be careful when using it. Shax is actually not too bad in this game. Also looks sick as hell. I will say. As hell. We could also make Harpy, but Harpy is not that impressive in this game. Although, yeah, Makar is not bad. You could make Poltergeist too, but yeah, again, he's nothing too special except for making Smart Punch. It's kind of lower. We can make Kinara. I'll think about Kinara later, I think. Because, yeah, this is someone that I can also make good use of. So, yeah. There's also Surya. Surya is also a persona I should think about too. Because, yeah, he actually gives agility to Mr. Katsuya. So, yeah, we'll think about him as well. There's also Balak. They return that to it. So, there's still some personas I want to think about. So, yeah. I know, though, for sure I want Pixie. So, yeah. So, let's take on Persona. Because once you've used them, you have to get them out here. And yeah, you have less stock in this game for some reason. Not so sure why exactly, but yeah, you do need to be more proactive with your personas, I think. So let's go to Rose Candida. Can we actually buy the good armor here? Let's find out. We do have some decent amount of cash, so yeah. I mean, this is the only armor we got. Everyone can equip it, so yeah. You can do it like this. And there you go, we do have a buff. So there you go. So now I can equip that, no problem. I don't want to do it like that. So everyone gets a hard jacket. Everyone gets the cowboy boots, and everyone gets actual headline now. So yeah. So there we go. No effects on these, just a spare defense. There we go. I don't think I need weapons. So yeah. For that very long part. Next time, yeah, I guess I'll make my way back to. I'll also think about, yeah, maybe I do want to fuse those personas. I'm not so sure though. Again, we'll think about it. I do want to at least show, me using the Wind Fusion skill, obviously, because yeah, we're about to get that thanks to Baofu having Magaru, so yeah. Okay, maybe I do want to get Surya as well for Katsuya. Maybe now's the time, maybe Loma too, because Loma's better against the next boss. I mean, Surya is also going against the next boss. There's a lot to think about, basically, so yeah. But anyway, we can think about it in the next dungeon, I think is what we can do, so yeah. But anyway, look forward to all of that, and I'll see you guys again for that.